What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the UMG Cup Series here on NBCSN. For the second time this season, we're at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for a quick race here on this 1 mile oval known as the Magic Mile. We've got full field once again, 43 cars at the track here today, I believe 43. And of course, Jimmy Johnson starting in the front row, but not on the pole this time. There's a new pole sitter here today. That's the 12 of Ryan Newman, the Rocket Man, starting out in front for a change. That's going to be pretty interesting to see, as well as seeing how this race goes, because last time we came here, it was pretty chaotic. Look who else is starting inside the top 10. Or I guess just outside the top 10. That's the 84 of Kyle Busch, the rookie. Making a few part-time starts, but we're getting ready to get this underway. Green flag is out. What a jump by Ryan Newman on the start there, as he gets way out ahead and clears Jimmy into turn one. Jimmy Johnson now is able to get back down to the bottom of the racetrack in the middle of the corner as we come off of turn two and get a good flyby there. Newman down the back stretch, heading into three. He has got a good lead. Jimmy Johnson trying to block Bobby Labonte. Labonte trying to carry his momentum on the high side there. Johnson not going to let that happen. Jimmy with a great run off of turn four. Got loose. Had to check up. And Labonte right there on his tail end. And the caution is already out. We've got big damage from last week's winner, Casey Mears. And that's Jeff Burton with his rear end all torn up as well here, as he saw the race back to the line. What happened here? Oh man, four wide, and wow, just ran out of room. And look at the 99 up on his side. It's Jeff Burton up on two wheels. Luckily came back down on all four, didn't roll over. I'm seeing a lot of cars get airborne recently, or just in general here in the series. It's nice to see that car get back on all four wheels for a change. That's didn't take long for our first caution. Let's go ahead, take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. And we are back here on the NBC Cup Series. Ryan Newman dives down into turn one once again and maintains the lead. Jimmy Johnson with heavy pressure from behind. That's Bobby Labonte trying to take second. Newman hasn't won yet this season. Labonte hasn't won at all in the MG Cup Series in this short period of the MG Cup Series existing. Jeff Gordon, the second most dominant driver this season behind Jimmy Johnson, is riding in fourth place. Those two are teammates, and it's nice to see Jeff back in the car, as I've said before. Jeff missed 3 weeks of action, but now he's back, and he's better than ever. See him running forward. And there's another driver who hasn't won yet, but he's been very consistent as of late. That's the 38 of Elliot Sattler. Hermie Sattler has won a race last season when the ratings were equal, but Elliot hasn't won anything yet. And as unpredictable as this can be, anything can happen, so I wouldn't count Elliot winning out quite yet. Might not have the fastest car here today, but he is still very fast and really does have a good chance at winning this race. Got a few green flag laps in, and look at the 86 of Chris Mack diving underneath Brian Vickers here. Vickers is going to give him the space he needs, but Mack, car not really turning as well as it was last time. Not sure what it is about this track here today, but he is struggling, and the car just did not turn heading down into the corner that time. And it almost resulted in a wreck. Vickers goes back down on his door, spins him out. He goes into the wall, collecting Brendan Gaughan, and a big crash on the front straightaway. Brendan Gaughan somehow ends up on top of the pit road wall. I've never seen a car land on the pit wall like at an angle like that. There's Jeff Burton with a lot more damage to the front end of that car. J.J. Yaley involved, as well as the 43 of Jeff Green. carnage on the front straightaway. Larry Foyt's destroyed, and the yellow flag is out, racing back to the line. Your new leader is Bobby Labonte. And man, what chaos. Let's go back and take a look at what all just went down. First off, how did Labonte get to the lead? I wasn't even paying attention. He just took off. It's not really important right now. The important thing is what just happened. Vickers, the 86 trying to gather it back up. Vickers trying to come down and get back into the groove, and they just meet right in the middle. And it sucks the 86 around, and poor Brendan Gaughan checks up but has nowhere to go. Pushes that 86 up into the outside wall. Crunches the back end of that car. And then watch this. A big hit from Kyle Petty. And then here's another one. The 32 got into him. And the car is about ready to turn over. Got the little top heavy there and about rolled, and then just lands on top of the pit road wall. I've never seen anything like that. It landed on the attenuator. Let's go on board now with Chris Mack. Oh, he tried to get back into the gas there. More cars were coming. And he just got a little too greedy with the throttle. Spun himself right into the inside wall again. Not sure if that was a result of damage to the car or what. Watch this. In the rear view. So Brian Vickers heading down the front stretch. Yellow flag is out. And look at the carnage. The destruction happening behind him. As we take another look. From the onboard of JJ Yaley, the JGR car, providing us with an onboard. You see smoke, nothing but smoke. He's gonna try to squeak through on the high side. Almost made it, couldn't quite get through. Oh, and then saw a big hit late there, and that's what took him out of the race. I believe that was Larry Foyt that got into him late. Man, there's nobody to go on board with back here. Let's try Casey Mears in a 41. Goes right through the middle of that, but he's so far back, it really just it was really over by the time he got there. Let's try to find the 99. Jeff Burton, he's way back here. Behind Casey Mears, actually. These guys check up. They're trying to get through, and then Larry Foyt. Oh, man. Wow. They pretty much had it avoided, but Larry Foyt clipped Casey Mears, and it sent him down the track right into the path of poor Jeff Burton, who had nowhere to go at that point. Right into the door to 37 as well. Andy Hillenberg has some right side damage as well, as you can see. Let's try to find some other angles of this. There's not really much that we have because it happened so far back. But they all come stacking in. Oh, the 10 got into the back of him. That's what sent Chris Mack back into the inside wall. The 10 running into him, spun him. Let's try another angle of it. Watch Brendan Gaughan in the 77. And that's two cars that have nearly gone upside down here today. But this time, they're not turning over quite as easily. I'm not sure what got his car airborne like that in the first place. But he got up on two wheels and then he was stuck on the pit road wall. 46 got pushed into the wall, and then everybody started stacking up. Scott Riggs with a tiny bit of contact in that, not anything too severe. Some wild stuff here. It's going to take multiple cars out of the race. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN. Getting ready to go green here from New Hampshire once again. Off of turn 4, a pace car makes the hard left turn on the pit road. Bobby Labonte is their leader. Look who's in second. It's the Southern 500 winner, Kurt Busch. And the Talladega winner earlier this season. We have another Talladega race coming up. See if he can sweep the Dega races. Excuse me, this season. But through 1 and 2, pretty smooth there. Now going through 3 and 4. Off of turn 4, to look at Kurt Busch. Got a little sideways off of turn 4 there as he tried to beat him to the gas. There's one car that's as fast as that 18, and I believe that's the 97 of Kurt Busch. We had a spin in the back. I believe it might have been Chris Mack. He spun again in 3 and 4 as well. And at this point, he's just calling it a day. He is tired of... We heard his interview last week at Texas. He's tired of running with beat-up race cars. Whether it be a result of his own stupidity or, in his words, his own stupidity, or someone else causing issues for him. He's just done running last. He wants to change that, turn things around. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go from here on out. We have another caution on the racetrack. Kurt Busch is your new leader at the line. Let's see what brought out this yellow. Jason Leffler has a lot of damage to the front end of his car. See what might have caused it here. 3 wide off of turn 2. Oh, Ricky Craven gets hooked down the racetrack in front of the field. Oh, the track completely blocked. They are wrecking him up big time on the front stretch, and that's where all these guys got their damage from. My goodness. I'm not sure how I didn't notice that. So, Ricky Craven, it's a slow car, gets hooked down the racetrack. Elliot Sattler gets a little piece of that. Craven obviously already had damage, now has a little bit more. And that's what brought out the yellow with that big wreck. Let's look at it once again. It's not really any good angles of it. Yeah, we saw the race back already. No need to look at it again. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. And so far, this race has been pretty chaotic. What happened to Bobby Labonte? What? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute here. Oh, under caution. When trying to slow down for the pacing line, Labonte runs right into the back of the 41. That's gonna ruin his day. I didn't even notice that, but Labonte has heavy damage as the race is back underway. And a tough break for him there. So your new leader is Jeff Gordon. Look at Matt Kenseth in the 18, or excuse me, the 17, right behind him. And Kenseth won the Daytona 500 earlier this season, trying to figure out how to get by the 24. And he's got a teammate behind him as well. Let's see if they work together here. No, they will not work together. Mark Martin peeks out, dives down to the bottom, almost got his nose underneath the 24, but couldn't quite get down there. Dale Jarrett and Jeremy Mayfield in the mix as well. Jimmy Johnson way further back, trying to work his way back up through the pack. Terry Labonte about cleared himself, trying to get by these slower cars here. But Jimmy Johnson in the back, trying to work his way back up through the field. This is, if he can't get back up there by the end of this race, this will be a big points day for Jeff Gordon. Meanwhile, out in front, Mark Martin takes the lead from Jeff. It's not often you see drivers going faster than Hendrick cars, but as the season has progressed, these Hendrick cars have kind of met their match. As you see, Mark Martin just drove right past the 24. Look who else is in the mix as your pole sitter. Ryan Newman has run these guys down. Joe Nemechek is on his way up. Sterling Marlin not too far back either. All these guys want a shot at winning here today. Nemechek hasn't won yet. This will be his first career win if he can get it done. Same for Sterling Marlin if he can pull it off. Jeremy Mayfield looking for his third career win. He's got 2 career wins. One at Michigan, one at Chicagoland. And now here comes Newman to his inside. Newman also has 2 career wins. One at Charlotte and one at Rockingham last season. So yeah, this will really mix things up. I mean, Jeff Gordon is second place, and he's got a lot of fast cars behind him, and a really fast car in front of him, Mark Martin, pulling away. He's got a 1 second lead already over Jeff Gordon and the rest of the pack. So it'll be interesting to see how things shape up. My apologies if you hear me moving around. Look at Newman diving it in deep as we get a pretty decently sized green flag run going. There's one slow car, that's the 41 of Casey Mears, right in front of your leader. That might hold them up a little bit. See how Mark Martin negotiates this. We're gonna have to take another quick break. We'll be right back after this with more MG Cup Series action. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series, and look at this train of cars in the top 10 here, all trying to get by a lapped car of Casey Mears There's teammate McMurray underneath him. McMurray trying to challenge Dale Jr. for P8. Matt Kenseth falling back. I feel like a couple of these guys might have just been laying back, conserving their stuff, because their cars just came alive all of a sudden, and they flew their way back up through here. And the yellow flag is out. Let's see what it's for. Can't find. Oh, car stopped in turn 1. It's Ricky Rudd. The car dies, and not sure if it was an engine issue or a battery issue. Most likely an engine issue. He stopped. Could have been something else though. Something mechanical on that car. But most likely an engine expiring, and that's what caused the yellow. He was trying to get down off the racetrack, but cars were coming flying by him on his inside, so he had to stay high to let them by, and unfortunately he ran out of momentum. His car just came to a stop. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. Martin with a huge jump on the restart. Look at how many lap down cars there are. 72 of Brad T. Driving for Kirk Shelmerdine's team. Might have an opportunity to gain a few spots and help that team out. And a beautiful red, white, and blue paint scheme on that 72 machine as well. Whoa, and around goes Brad T. We were just talking about a big crash. Upside down is the 43. And the caution is going to come out once again. Racing back to the line, Ryan Newman has a run off of turn 4, but not a big enough run to catch Mark Martin as the caution comes out. And we were just talking about Brad T possibly being able to have a good day. Looks like the announcer's jinx as Kyle Busch gets spun down the front stretch. Looks like the commentator's cursed, or announcer's jinx, whatever you want to call it, has struck once again here today. First, we go back and see what happened to Kyle Busch on the race back to the start-finish line. Just 4 wide. They ran out of room. Terry Labonte is caught up in that. Poor Terry has not had a good season so far. Now let's go back and see what happened to that 43 and the 72. Let's watch Kirk. Oh, just slid up a little bit there. Brendan Gaughan not lifting. Sent him around, and nowhere for Elliot Sattler to go. As poor Jeff Green spun back up the racetrack right into his path, and they were on it trying to get through it and ended up getting in it. Looks like AJ Henriksen got some damage in that as well. Look at Derek Cope getting a piece. And Brad T rear end destroyed. The 43 up and over. He seems to be going pretty well still without any serious damage. Look at Kurt Busch down on the bottom of 4 wide. That's what sent Kyle Busch around. And Brian Vickers, his teammate, 2 teammates. That's 300 cars right there. Brian Vickers got some damage in that as well. It's not a good day for Hendrick Motorsports right now. It's Jimmy Johnson stuck mid-pack trying to work his way back up through the field, and Jeff Gordon just cannot find speed in that 24. We're gonna get things going here pretty shortly. Pace car is in. Let the chaos begin. Green flag in the air, and we are past halfway through this event. Let's get a quick crank it up here in NBC edition. Let's go. And the yellow flag is going to interrupt our quick crank it up, as it seems like we've had another incident on the track. And I can't quite tell. I think it might have been Bobby Labonte. Yes, it was. Oh, another instance of 4 wide going wrong here. You can barely fit 3 wide at this track, and that usually doesn't even end well. Now we've gotten 4 wide drama. Oh, Ricky Rudd's still out on track, so not an engine problem, but the car just died. Not sure how else to put it. Something wrong with the car caused him to stop. They fixed that, and now he's back out on track multiple laps down. And he collided with Casey Kane. That sent Kane up the racetrack into Matt Kenseth and Bobby Labonte. It's tough breaks for them. Bush got a tiny piece of that as well. Whoa, 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 whoa! What was that? In the front stretch. Almost resulted in another wreck under caution. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this going again here. Let's try this again. Welcome. We are back, and look at the battle for the lead heating up here as Ryan Newman gets underneath the 6 of Mark Martin, your pole sitter, looking to go back out in front, side by side down the front straightaway. Martin with the run off the high side. Imagine if that was the finish. That was inches at the line. But now Ryan Newman has cleared Mark Martin here. And he's pulling away from that 6 car. The 01, Joe Nemechek, still looking for that first win, and he's back there cruising around in P3. Look at this huge stack up we have in the back of the pack. My goodness, there are cars everywhere. This is going to be chaotic. And poor Elliot Sattler is stuck behind all of this. Well, Hermie Sattler is in the middle now. 3 wide off of turn 2. They're going to squeeze together here. And they somehow made it work. Ooh, very tight racing there towards the back. But meanwhile, out in front, Ryan Newman opening the gap. And it gets bigger and bigger each lap. Newman out in front as he led yet another lap here. This angle really shows just how big of a gap Newman has over Mark Martin. Martin just kind of cruising around now, hoping for a caution. We've been green for quite a bit of time now. We'll be right back after this. We'll be back in time for the funny lap. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN. Ryan Newman has now opened up a more than 2.5 second lead over Mark Martin in the 6 car, running second. And we're gonna have to deal with some lap traffic pretty shortly here, as that's Hermie Sattler in the 02. Newman gets by him down on the bottom. One car smoking on pit road. That's the 25 of Brian Vickers. See if that brings out a caution. No, it won't. So I'm assuming there's no fluid on the track if they're not throwing the yellow. Usually fluid on the track isn't an issue here in the MG Cup Series. So I wouldn't think there will be fluid on the track. Looks like they're keeping it smooth so far. Meanwhile, excuse me, sorry. Meanwhile, on to the funny lap. Ryan Newman, still your leader by a good margin now. Almost 4 seconds. As lap traffic kind of got in the way of the battle for second. Sorry, I know y'all heard my chair squeak. I was looking at something under my desk. Pause on that. Don't take that the wrong way. I was looking at something on my wall, which is in the part behind my desk. Ryan Newman leads the funny lap, by the way. I'm looking at something on the wall under my desk, because I felt my foot brush up against something, and I was like, is that a thumbtack? What is that? It's like, I don't know why a thumbtack would be plugged in underneath my desk, because there's nothing. I don't remember hanging anything up down there. Don't know why anyone would hang something up that low. Nobody would see it, especially under your desk. Anyways, that's not really important, because look at the gap. It is shrinking big time. Ryan Newman got held up by the 72 of Brad T. These lap cars may be giving them some sort of an issue. go on board with Mark Martin. Look at this. Ryan Newman. Big trap behind some lap cars here. Not sure why he didn't pull out on the front stretch and just go by him, but this is helping Mark Martin out big time. As watch Mark off of turn 2. He's gonna have a run down the back stretch. He pulls low underneath Jeff Green. And look at this. Ryan Newman's right there. No car separating the two now. Green's still on the high side, but Martin's just gonna drive by him with ease here. And now down the back or front stretch, and the yellow flag is out. That's gonna save Ryan Newman here. As the caution comes out, once again, we had a wreck on the back stretch. Ricky Craven was one of them. Ricky Rudd I saw in the grass. And a big accident off of turn 2. Matt Kenseth, Ricky Rudd, there's Scott Riggs down in the grass. Oh boy, this is going to be another one of those. Riggs up into the path of Johnny Sauter, gets sent into the wall. Sauter with a little bit more of a dent, and the 0 of Ward Burton has damage to the left side of that car. Heavy damage. We're going to come back for the drop of the green flag, and it'll be just over 10 laps to go when we come back. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN. Coming to the green, it'll be 12 to go on the restart. Ryan Newman is your leader, and almost lost the lead due to lap traffic, but that caution came out just in time and saved him. And these three have been very fast. It's nice to see some different drivers out in front as well. A few drivers we weren't expecting to see have some strong runs, as I bet you guys hear me popping my cracking my knuckles, so I apologize for that. Just gotta get these last few pops out and I'll be good. Alright, we're fine. I think I'm fine. Yeah, alright. I had to crack my fingers a little bit. Anyways, Ryan Newman pulls out ahead by a pretty good margin, about half a second here, with 11 laps left. Look at this. Absolute chaos in the back. See if these guys make it out of here alive. Ricky Craven still out on track. Slowest car on track, most destroyed car out on track right now. Still serving. It's a pretty big hazard here today. We've got a couple rows of 3 wide. Kyle Busch, everyone on the high side being held up. But everyone down low has managed to get by. Squeezing. Contact. Elliot Sattler almost got pushed up into Craven by Johnny Sauter, who was trying to get a good run off the bottom there. But Ryan Newman, on the other hand, just running away with it at this point. As we look out of his back bumper. This will be an interesting camera angle. Watch this flyby we get here. Ryan Newman as we head down through 1 and 2. Look at the top of your screen. Cars flying by, left of your screen. Trying to get some different camera angles here. But Newman, you're a leader. Out to a 1 second lead now. He's got a whole second to use to his advantage over Mark Martin as Martin tries to defend second place from Joe Nemechek. Nemechek looking for his best finish of the season once again. Dale Jarrett, who won the $1 Million Shootout earlier this year, looking to win another points paying race after winning one last season. Did he win two? I think he just won one. Anyway, Jamie McMurray has won 3 times this season. Sterling Marlin, his teammate, on the other hand, hasn't won yet at all in the MG Cup Series. This is actually his first year in the MG Cup Series. He was supposed to be here last season, but didn't show. And yeah, so this is really his rookie year, which is something I thought I would say, because he was way older than McMurray and Mears at the time. They were just some young drivers just getting started. Ryan Newman out to a 2 second lead now, by the way, with 5 laps to go. Coming around the 4 to go here. Ricky Craven pretty slow through 1 and 2. Not sure if he'll really be a threat to Newman as a lap car. Going through 1 and 2. But yeah, that 32 is pretty slow out on the track right now. So it'll be interesting to see if he ends up catching him. I don't think he will. Coming around to 3 laps to go this time by, but you never know. Anything can happen in the MG Cup Series. For all we know, Ryan Newman could blow an engine. He could run out of gas. He could have to pit. So you really never know in the MG Cup Series. You never know what they expect. Can't expect anything. But as of now, it looks like Newman might have it wrapped up here. It ain't over till it's over, but as long as Newman can keep it rolling, it's pretty much over for the rest of his competition at this point. Newman just needs to have a smooth, clean 4 more sets of smooth, clean corners, and he'll be in victory lane for the first time since Charlotte last season. The Bank of America 400 or whatever we called it. I don't even know. Now off of turn 4, Ryan Newman will be looking at the white flag this time by here. One more time around from New Hampshire. Through 1 and 2 for the final time. Clean, smooth. Doing pretty well. Mark Martin off of turn 2. Everyone keeping it smooth here. But into turns 3 and 4. For the final time, Ryan Newman, the Rocket Man, will come off of turn 4 and see the checkered flag from New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and he wins our second trip to New Hampshire this season. Mark Martin comes home P2, and Joe Nemechek rounds out the top 3 with 42 of McMurray in 4th, and Dale Jarrett rounding out the top 5. Then there's Sterling Marlin, Casey Kane, Kane's teammate Jeremy Mayfield, Kurt Busch, and Dale Jr. rounding out the top 10. And then there's the rest of the field. Jeff Gordon fell way back, all the way outside of the top 10. That's not a good run for him. It's not what he needed. That just saved Jimmy Johnson pretty much. So Ryan Newman, your winner here from New Hampshire. Let's take a look at the point standings after the Magic Mile. Our second trip to the Magic Mile this season. And that is not the correct roster. That may have spoiled it for you guys, but there is a new series coming next season. Hope you guys will be excited for that. But yeah, up next is Dover, then Talladega, and Kansas. So those will be wild races, but your points leader is still Jimmy Johnson, but he only has a 55-point lead. Or I guess I shouldn't say still. I believe Jeff Gordon took the points lead for a second. So he may not have. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Jamie McMurray, he is only 169 points back. You can earn 175 points in the race. So he's still mathematically eligible to contend for the championship. He just needs like the rest of the season to go his way. He needs 9 more absolute Hail Marys to go his way here, and he'll be possibly be the champion of the 2004 MG Cup Series season. Never know what can happen. Things can be unpredictable. But yeah, up next is the Monster Mile, then the big boy track, Talladega, world's fastest junkyard, and then Kansas. And then after Kansas, we'll be headed to Lowe's Motor Speedway once again, Martinsville for the first time this season, Atlanta for the second time this season, Phoenix, Rockingham for the first time this season, and then Homestead Miami Speedway to close things off. So yeah, still plenty of time for things to go wrong, but at the same time, no time for these drivers to waste. Things are going to get wild here in these last couple of races. So I hope you guys are excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time, and until then, peace.